Sarah, Senator Ossoff just stumped with Warnock at an event at the University of Georgia. I want you to take a listen to how he is making the case to voters. Here it is.
Without Georgia, we wouldn't have passed the most significant infrastructure legislation in our nation's history to get lead pipes out of our drinking water systems, to expand high-speed internet across our state, to upgrade our roads and bridges. That would not have happened without Georgia. We would not have done more to strengthen veterans' health care than any Congress in a generation. We would not have made the most significant investment in clean and renewable energy in human history without the state of Georgia.
So, sir, it is my sense, not being on the ground, and this is why I want to hear from you, that the Warnock campaign is sort of taking an all-of-the-above approach, right? That they know that they have to get their base out, they have to get their reliable voters out, but they are also trying to persuade some of these moderate, independent voters who simply are turned off by this current Republican Party.
Absolutely. And Reverend Warnock has shown that he is able to win those voters over. In fact, he outpaced many of the rest of our Democratic ticket on November 8th. And Herschel Walker, on the other hand, as you mentioned, ran 200,000 votes behind the Republican governor. What we read out of that is that Georgia voters understand this is a man, Herschel Walker, who is summarily unfit to serve in the United States Senate. And I think the early vote turnout indicates that Georgia voters understand the stakes. 56% of that early vote were women. Over 30% of the early vote, about a third of it, were Black voters. We're seeing increases, double-digit increases in voters under 30, and near 10% increases in the Latino vote and the AAPI vote. So we are seeing the Democratic coalition turn out in that early vote because time and again, Herschel Walker has shown that he is not fit to hold this office. He hasn't been truthful about anything. It's not just that he couldn't tell us the correct number of children he had. He said he was the valedictorian of his college. He didn't even graduate. He said he owned the largest minority-owned business in the country. They had 6 employees. This is not a man who can tell the truth. And if he lies this much on the campaign, imagine the damage he can do in the United States Senate. Meanwhile, Senator Ossoff's right. Time and again, Georgia has delivered, not just for this state, but for the country, from the American Rescue Plan to the Inflation Reduction Act to the bipartisan movement on gun safety laws, the bipartisan infrastructure package, and the bipartisan admission of Sweden and Finland to NATO. That was all possible because of the 2 wins we had in January 2021 in the Senate runoffs here. So we've been here before, and we know how it works. And once again, we're going to deliver for this state and for our democracy.
Eugene, we have been here before. The stakes are a little different, though, this time. And so it strikes me that you have Republican Senators Tim Scott, John Kennedy campaigning with Walker this afternoon. We've known since we watched the results roll in from Georgia the first time that this was going to be a heavier lift for Republicans, right? That without the Senate literally hanging in the balance, they weren't going to be able to make the sort of same sky is falling argument to their voters that they would have been able to otherwise. So then what is the argument that they are making?
Yeah, the argument that you keep seeing especially from Walker, is that Warnock is going to be a rubber stamp for Joe Biden. He brings up this 96% vote from Warnock to Joe Biden. But the difference between that before the general election and during this midterms and now in this runoff is that it has been made clear for voters that Biden is not the weight on Democrats as they thought it was, much as Republicans were expecting and hoping it to be. Saying that a Democrat likes Joe Biden is not as bad for Democrats in those candidates as they thought. A lot of folks thought it was going to be beforehand. And so when you can't say that we're going to get the Senate, we're going to be able to stop Joe Biden from having whatever just judges and possibly justices on the Supreme Court that he wants to, it's a lot harder to have these voters who, if they didn't vote, left it blank for Walker, voted for Warnock because they couldn't stomach voting for Walker in this general election. It's hard to get those folks to hold their nose and come out and vote for what? That's the question. And I think, just telling them that 95% of the time Warnock is going to continue to vote for Joe Biden, they know that, right? And I will say, when it comes to ground game, because, I've been in Georgia, Warnock has an extensive ground game. He's run for this seat 4 times in the last 2 years.
you.